Hi, welcome to my channel Knowledge Center. Today in this session I will explain you a new program regarding the microcontroller. So we were dealing with the model question paper and here I am with the another question from the microcontroller model question paper. This question says that we need to write a program to exchange the lower nibble of data which are present in external memory 6000H and 6001H. So it seems very simple, but you need to understand the actual value here. See, we have to interchange the lower nibble of two memory locations. It means 6000H and 6001H, these are the addresses where the data has to be stored. And I have given two input here, 2A and 18. So these are the two inputs. Now we need to write a program which will just exchange the nibble, lower nibble of both the numbers in between 6000 and 6001. It means if I write 2A here, this is a lower nibble, A is a lower nibble here and 8 is the lower nibble in this case. These two has to be interchanged. Means before execution the input will be like this, 2A and 18. But after execution of the program I need to get 2 and this lower nibble has to be interchanged. I need to get it as 28 and this has to be 18. So this is after execution what we need. So to do this, to do an exchange, we have one instruction called exchange in microcontroller. But that exchange will not deal with only lower nibble. It will exchange completely the 8-bit data. So that cannot be used in this program because here I need to just exchange the lower nibbles. And we have another concept called swap. Swap cannot be used here because swap is nothing but it will interchange the numbers within the 8-bit. It will interchange the lower nibble and higher nibble within the 8-bit. So if for example 2A if I write, it will be 82. That is swap. So swap cannot be used here and even exchange cannot be used. So now let's see how to get this output. Okay. So here I have written a flow of a program. First let us understand this and then I have already written the program. Step by step I will help you, I will make you clear. So first you need to start and then collect the data. So till this they have dotted line here. This portion is to collect the information. So collect the data wherever the input is given, from there you should collect it. And then the logic will be simple, mask the lower nibble, first data. So this is the first data, 2A is the first data. I will mask the lower nibble. So A is the lower nibble, mask it. So once if I mask, say 2A is the first data, if I mask A, you get it as 20. Right, mask first data. Then mask higher nibble of second data. This is second data, I need to mask higher nibble. So 18 is the second data, I need to mask higher nibble, I need to cover this. So we get 08. Right, after doing this, just add the both above data, add these two. So when we add this, you get 28. Right. So that is the first result. Means 2A, means actually what was our requirement? If I give 2A and 18, after execution what should be the result? I should get 28 and 1A. Lower nibbles has to be exchanged. That has been done here. 2A is got as 28 now, 28. So that has been done, achieved in this, up to this part. After that what you need to do? Store and recall the data. Recall the data, recall the actual inputs and the result what you got 28, you store it somewhere. So once again I will recall the data and mask higher nibble. Now I want to mask this higher nibble. Okay. So what happens now? I will mask the higher nibble, means if I take 2A, I will get 0A. I am masking the higher nibble. Next I will mask the lower nibble of the second data. Mask lower nibble of second data. So mask this. So second data is 18. So I will get it as 10. Then add both. Once if I add this, we get 1A and even that is achieved here. Right. So that is the result. After that you store it and stop the program. This is the logic here. We are masking it in different parameters using different inputs. Now let us apply it using the instructions. So here I have written the program. Step by step I will explain here how and what's going to happen here. First thing is you need to collect the data. So where you are giving an input, you need to give input at 6000. So to store that 6000, I should get a DPTR. So I assigned that 6000 to DPTR. Okay. So that is the concept here. DPTR will be assigned as 6000H. There at 6000, I am giving some inputs now. Okay. So first input is 2A. I will take that into accumulator. So collect it into accumulator. Because we cannot use DPTR for further process. So I will take it into accumulator. Now what happens? Accumulator will have the input 2A. It will be given to accumulator. First data has been taken. Again I should go for the DPTR and again I should collect the second data. Once again if I use this A, we will miss this data. So I will temporarily store it somewhere. So I am storing it in R0. I am storing it to R0 because I want to use accumulator to get the second data. So that it should not be vanished. So what I do, I will take R0 as 2A. I am assigning that data into R0. That is the temporary register. Then again increment DPTR. So DPTR will be pointing towards 6001H. That is the second address where you have another data, and take that data into accumulator. So move XA comma at DPTR. This will give that content into accumulator. So what was that content? That is 18. So we get second data, we got it in A, accumulator. Again store this temporarily somewhere at R1 because we need it later. So at R1 we'll get 18. We got that second data in R1, first data in R0. Okay. Now this collection of data is over. Now let's mask the lower nibble of first data. So let's see what's going to happen here. So to first data, where is the first data now? First data is in R0. I need to mask it, and to mask we use accumulator as one register. So let me take that first data into register now and then go for masking it. So to get this R0 into accumulator, I am using this instruction move A comma R0, where you get A, accumulator will be getting the first data. Now what we do, A and L is the logic, that is the AND logic used for masking. A comma hash 0F0H. So what is going to happen here is 2A will be ANDed with F0. 2A, that is content of accumulator is 2A, and will be ANDed with F0. So now what happens, anything A is ANDed with 0 means 0, and anything ANDed with F1 means you will get the same number. So you can understand, you can go through the AND logic instruction for that. So after execution of this AND logic instruction, we get accumulator as, see what I am doing here, I want to mask the lower nibble. So whichever the bit you want to mask, you put 0 over there. I want this as 0. So lower nibble is 0, I put 0 here. At higher nibble I have F. So now this is going to be 20. Lower nibble is masked. So lower nibble is masked and I got it in accumulator. Okay. Next what I should do, I should mask the higher nibble. So again you want to use the accumulator, because whenever I use the A and L, I should use the accumulator. So this data has to be stored somewhere. So I will store it in R2. So R2 will also have 20. I have stored it in some temporary register R2. Okay. Now mask the higher nibble of second bit. So where is that second data? Higher nibble of second data. So where is the second data? Second data is 18. That is stored in R1. So let me recall this into A. So move A comma R1. That's why I written that line. So accumulator will get 18. Now mask the higher nibble. So higher nibble should be covered. So I should put 0 here and F here. So what I written, A and L, A comma 0FH. So accumulator will get 08. I got these two conditions has been satisfied. Now add both. So to add, here I don't want to have an arithmetical addition, just logically we need to add. So I am using an instruction ORL, logical instruction. ORL A comma R2. What we need to add? I need to add the result of these two. So what is the result of first masking? 20. Where we have it in R2. And second time when I masked, I got 8. That is there already in A. So A and R2, these two has to be added. So ORL A R2. A is 8, R2 is 20. So it will be 28. The result is stored in accumulator. So I got the 28. That's what the first result we want. I got 2A. A is removed and I got 8 here. So I got the result. Where should I store the result? I have to store the result at 6000 only, because I want it here only. I want it here. I want this as 28, this as 1A. So in place of 2A, I want 2 to 8 now. So store this result into 6000H. So how to do that? DPTR is pointing towards 6001. So I will decrement that DPTR now. So DPTR will be pointing towards 6000, and then move this content to DPTR. Move X at dptr comma a, so that we get the result here as 28. You got this now. Okay. So after that, one number has been changed. Now I should get 1a here. Till now we didn't got that. So for that, what you have to do? See, after doing this, what I have done? Store and recall the data. Now storage has been done. Now recall the data. So where is the first data and second data? You need to recall. So first data is in R0. Okay. So let me recall that. So move a comma R0. So let me take that into accumulator. 2a. Sorry, the data was 2a. And then what you need to do after getting that first data, you have to mask what now? Now I should mask this higher nibble. I want a. I don't want 2. So mask higher nibble. So again I am using ANL a comma 0fh. So when I do this, you get where I don't want to have 2. So in that position I have mentioned 0. I want a. So in that position I have mentioned f. So when we AND it, we get this as a 0a. I am masking higher nibble. I got lower nibble. Now what you need to do? You store it somewhere temporarily, so that I can take another data, second data, into accumulator and mask it again. So I have stored this in R3. 0a will be there in R3. Okay. Now I will erase this and I will explain the further process. Now what I need to do? I have taken this a into R3. Now I should get back the second data into accumulator and mask the lower nibble of it. Right. So let me erase this so that it will be clear for you. Okay. Now how to get the second data? Second data, where do we have? We have it in R1. So I will write this, move a comma R1. So here what happens? Accumulator will have second data 18, 18 into that. Now I got 0a, but I should get 1a. So I should not get 8. I should mask the lower nibble. So to mask the lower nibble, in this place you put 0, in this place you put f. So 0f0, ANL a comma 0f0. You cannot write just f0. You may have that doubt why you are writing 0f0. Because there is a rule that after the pound sign we should have a number. If you write f, that is not a number, that is a character. Okay, that is a letter. So I have started with 0. Further f0. So f is here, 0 is here. Now if I mask it, we get it as 1 0. I am masking the lower nibble. Okay. So after you got 1 0 here, you got 0 here, just add those two, or you can do the OR logic. So we have it in R3, ORL a comma R3. So a is having 1 0, R3 is having 0 a. So after the result, after this ORL, we get 1a. And where should I store that 1a? I should store at 6001. So now dptr was pointing 6000. Now I will increment dptr. So dptr will point 6001. Move x at dptr comma a. So at this position, you get the result 1a. Even you got the second answer. Now look at this. 8 and a, only those two has been interchanged here. Okay, and then stop it. So I hope this is clear for you. If you have any confusions in between, again you can go back and start it from the beginning here, because this is bit a lengthy program. I can understand it, but first the logic what I have explained, you should be very clear about that logic. If it is clear right now, just click on the like button and share among your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.